Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Multi Podcast. This is your host, Kenya. I hope I can reach your heart, spirit, and mind throughout this time that we'll spend together. God bless you all. Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Multi Podcast. My name is Kenya, and today I would like to talk about something a little more personal. I want to share something with you guys, one of my biggest life-changing experience, and that was becoming a teen mom. I became a teen mom at age 18, and I found out when I was 17. So I found out I was pregnant at age 17, and it was a huge change in my life. The feeling of denial of how my life is going to change, what am I going to do, and the fear of my parents being disappointed of me. What are they gonna think of me? What's gonna happen? A lot of things that go through your head when you find out that you're pregnant at such an early age and you're not ready for it. And I want to start off a little bit by giving you guys a little bit of background of what I was doing before I found out that I was pregnant, and then what I did after I found out that I was pregnant. So when I found out I was pregnant, before I found out I was pregnant, I was going to boxing. I had decided to join boxing classes. It's a program that they offer for in my area. I don't know, I'm not sure about other areas, but they offer it for people that are in school. But they also give it for adults, now that I think about it. But mostly they offer it for people that are in schools in order to get them out of drugs or out of bad things, gangs, things like that. So yeah, I found out about it and I started going to boxing, and I fell in love with it. I would be there right after school and I would leave till 8 p.m. I was one of the last ones to leave all the time. And it became something that I want to say a part of me. The boxing gym became my home, my second home. It became a part of me. It was a place that I would love to be at because, I don't know, it was just really relaxing. And the week that I found out that I was pregnant, that Saturday, they were going to have a sparring event. I was going to be part of it. I was going to be sparring with somebody else. And to me, that was a big thing because I had been preparing for it, I was ready. I was excited. I had been weighing myself, all that, for that event. And then I found out that I was pregnant. And that was the moment of, oh my God. And in my head, so I found out that I was pregnant in August or July, one of those 2 months. And I started going to boxing on April. And by that time that I found out I was pregnant, I was already almost 3 to 4 months pregnant. So I'd been boxing while pregnant. And I come to find that I was pregnant right before the sparring event. So this was me as a teen in denial. I tell my mom, you know what? I'm still going to go on Saturday to the sparring event. And she was like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. You're pregnant. You can't go. And me being me, I was like, well, yes, I can, because I've been boxing and sparring and I've been pregnant and apparently the baby's okay. So I'm still going. She's like, no, you're not. Well, I didn't end up going. And that Saturday was the worst. I was really sad. I was really upset because here I was pregnant and the people that were boxing with me were out there, at that event that I could have been at had I not found out that I was pregnant, or had I not been pregnant, or had I made better choices in life and not gotten pregnant. So that was something that was really hard for me. And up to this day, I think about it and I'm like, I wonder what would have happened if I had gone to that event, you know? I don't know. A lot of things go through my mind when I think about it. And sometimes I even try to not think about it because it kind of hurts. It was a huge passion of mine, and now it kind of went away due to my choices. But yeah, now I'm a happy mom. Well, yeah, and my parents finding out was something really hard for me because, like I said, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna think of me now? My dad, I want to say that I disappointed him the most. He never really came up to me and said, "You're a disappointment. You're a disgrace to me." But he trusted me a lot, and I know for sure I disappointed him. And even though I disappointed him, he always showed support for me. He would always buy me things. He'd come home and bring me a book about pregnancy. He'd come home and bring me a shirt, maternity clothes and things like that. So I'm very thankful for that. But deep down, I know I disappointed him, and I disappointed myself because I really didn't want to do that to my parents. But it happens, nobody's perfect. And if you're going through it right now, or if you've been through it and you know the feeling, you just know that it's not the end. Just try to do better. Learn from your somewhat mistakes, because I don't want to call a pregnancy or a baby a mistake, but learn from your choices. And it's not the end. There's always ways you can do better in life. So after I found out that I was pregnant, I was still in high school, and I had to decide on whether I was going to stay in high school or go to a program that the school had. But it was a place that was located behind the high school that I was going to. And it was a place where they would send all the people that didn't finish high school, so they would have to go over there and do the GED. And it's kind of like an adult school. That's what they call it, adult school. And they also had the pregnant moms located there. And the program that I had to go to, if I wanted to, was called YPP, which is Young Parents Program. And I decided to go. I decided to take it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go do that program instead of being here in high school. Well, the actual campus. So yeah, I went, and it was kind of nerve-wracking starting a new program, meeting new people, getting used to the new schedule, because I can't recall really good, but I want to say we started 8:30ish, 9, a little later than regular high school. And just getting used to the new changes that were coming. After getting there, I realized that I wasn't the only one. When I found out that I was pregnant, I was like, oh my God, why me? In your head, you're like, this is only happening to me. And then when I got to that program, I found out that I wasn't the only one. There was other teen moms. Some were younger than me. And I kind of want to say the cool thing about this program was that the dad and the mom could go to that program if they both were in high school. So there was a guy in that program at that time with his girlfriend going. And yeah, it was pretty like interesting that both the parents could go at that time. And there was already babies there was already toddlers there. Like I said, there was teen moms that were younger than me, so their babies were already, they had their babies pretty young, and their babies were already 1 year old. I want to say maybe 2 year olds were there, and I was pregnant at that time. So yeah, I started going there. I met new moms, and I met their stories, their experiences. I met their children. I got to experience a little bit of what being a mom would be like because of their stories, of seeing them with their children. So that kind of helped a lot. And what I liked about it was that we would each help out each other. So if one of their kids was sick and you'd been through it, then you could tell them, oh, do this, and kind of give advice between each other. That was also really helpful. And after having my baby, oh wait, before that, I do want to mention that once I had my baby, the school did provide a teacher to go to my house and give me classes there. And then I was able to do homework and turn it in, and they counted those credits towards my graduating credits, because that was my last year in high school. So I was going to be graduating, and that was kind of my goal. So they were trying to help me out. And they do that even if you're not graduating that year. They still send somebody out to help you do your homework and teach you and all that. So yeah. So after I had my baby, the struggle of having a baby and going to school was real. So me being me, the first day of going back to school as a mom, not the high school, but the same campus. I've seen previously that I had seen previously that moms could go to the bus with strollers, and the bus rider would bring this ramp down that they use for people with wheelchairs, and the mom goes up with it with the stroller, and happy ending, right? So me being me, I take my stroller. Here I am walking with my stroller and the car seat stroller. It's one of those bulky strollers with the car seat on top of it. I get to the bus stop. The bus comes to pick me up, and he opens the door. And there's steps. So I'm like, oh, okay, this guy is going to bring the ramp down, and I'm just going to go on top of it, and happy ending for me. Well, the guy looks at me and he's like, yeah, I'm going to need you to take that car seat off the stroller, fold the stroller, carry the car seat, carry the stroller, and get on the bus. And I'm like, what? Anyway, whatever. I had to do it. I had to grab the car seat, fold the stroller, figure out how to get on the bus, pay, find a seat, because at that time the bus was packed. So that was a struggle. And oh my God, that was the worst. Whatever, people are like that. And I learned from that day to not take my stroller, with the bulky stroller with the car seat. So I ended up buying, I'm not sure what they're called in English, but it's the little thing that you put on your chest, and you can carry the baby. You just put the baby inside, and you carry him like a little backpack thing. So I ended up buying one of those, and it was very handy. It was very helpful. I would use that to take my baby to school. I'd go walking from my house to the bus stop, and then from there to school. And yeah, it was a struggle, but way better than the first day. I learned. So yeah, unless you get a really nice bus driver, if you're taking the bus to school, I suggest you take one of those that I got. But yeah, so then after that, actually when I was pregnant, the school offered this nurse, and her name was Linda, and I really liked her. So what they would do is they would call you, and they would ask you, they would say, I heard you're expecting a baby, and we'd like to know if you would like our help. We'll send a nurse to your house. She'll go visit you, and she can provide you with information about your pregnancy. She can provide you with information about what to expect after you have the baby and things like that. The program is called Nurse Family Partnership. It's a national program, and you can find it around this country, which is the U.S. And they're funded by different agencies, depending on what part of the country you're in. And often they are funded by the federal government, but not always. And also, you can pretty much be referred by your doctor. You can be referred by your school, or you can be referred by yourself. So you can refer yourself. But you do need to do it between 16 to 28 weeks of pregnancy. They suggest you do it earlier, but it has to be in between that time frame from 16 to 28 weeks of pregnancy. And their phone number is 844-637-6667. So if they don't have that in your area, or if you're going through what I went through and you've never heard of it, it's a pretty good program. What she would do is she would come, like I said, visit me, I want to say once a week, and she would provide me with information about pregnancy, about what to expect as a mom later on. And then she would talk with me, ask me questions, have conversations. And then after my son was born, she also visited me. And I want to say she was with me until he turned 2. And she would always give me, great advice about being a new mom. She would always give me information on what to expect with my baby. And she did provide me with information about where I could go, a place that I could go where they were giving out free clothes for babies, toys, things like that. She was very helpful. She was great. She's retired now, actually, but she was one of the best. I'm really glad I decided to say yes to her visiting me, because it was a lot of help, a lot of great help. And she's a great person. She's amazing. Up to this day, I still talk to her. I'm still in contact with her, and she has just given me great advice on things and on questions that I've had for her. She's wonderful. So I would suggest doing that if you're a teen mom, or if you're pregnant and you're between the 16 to 28 weeks. They're of great help. Just look it up in your area. If that's something you're thinking about doing, you probably should. And yeah, it was a lot of help. And like I said, if you're going through that right now, if you found out that you're pregnant and you're a teen, if you're already a mom, if, I don't know, I don't want to say if you're thinking about it, because please don't. If you're not pregnant right now and you're a teen, don't do it. It's gonna change your life. Unless you're prepared, ask yourself this question: am I ready to be a mom? Can I afford a baby? Do I have my own place? Am I responsible? And if all the answers to those questions are no, then don't do it. If you end up pregnant and it wasn't by choice, I'd say don't give up. There's always ways to become better. You can graduate. You can, finish school if you're in school like I was. Don't give up, Don't let that stop you from finishing school, because it's something you are going to regret a lot later on. If you don't finish school right now, you're going to regret it. And most of all, the one that's going to suffer is your baby. You want to give that baby the best future you can. And if you drop out, that baby's not going to have the best future. So I'd suggest finish school and don't let it stop you. You can do it. I did it. I ended up getting my high school diploma. And it's funny because now when I apply at places, or, when I'm having conversations with people, they always assume that I didn't finish school because I'm a teen mom. The question is always, oh, do you have a diploma? And I'm like, yes, I do. Oh, is it from high school or is it a GED? So they're always putting labels on teen moms. Just because you're a teen mom, you probably didn't finish school, And we as teen moms have to prove to people and to ourselves most than anything that we can do it. More than anything, you got to prove yourself. You know what? I can do this. Yes, I got pregnant. I was irresponsible. But now I'm going to be responsible, and I'm going to take action, and I'm going to finish school, and I'm going to graduate. And if possible, I'm going to go to college, or I'm going to take a program to do something with my life and give this baby a better life. Don't let that stop you. There will be people that point fingers at you. There will be people that make fun of you, that judge you, just because you're a teen mom. They act like they're perfect and they've never made a mistake, or, they've never done something that we can point fingers at them for. And a baby is not a mistake. But some people want to make you feel bad and make you feel like you're worthless just because you made the wrong decisions in life. And don't let that happen. I was there. You can do it. If I did, you can do it as well. And another thing, there's always people that are going to be judging you. I remember one time we were taking the bus, because we used to take the bus. It was like, it was two other girls and I. And we were going to the bus stop, and the bus was on the other side. The light was red for him. We were walking, and then the light turned green for him. So he crossed, and he was still picking up people when our light turned green. So we're over here running to catch the bus. Oh my God, hurry up, the bus. We were getting there. We were so close, and the bus takes off. And I'm not sure if he saw us, but I want to say he did, Come on, we were already there. And he just took off. He didn't care that we had babies. He didn't care that we had strollers. He took off. And it sucks because you're a mom and you're like, really, dude, you're gonna do this to me just because maybe I have a kid? I know the bus was not full, and he still had time to wait for us. We were a couple steps away, and he took off. and things like that, like my first experience going to the bus. Things like that are going to happen to you. People are going to stare at you. Oh my God, they're a teen mom. Look at them. They're carrying a baby. Come on, people. But don't let that get to you. Do your best. Finish school. Prove yourself that you can do it, and prove others that you can do it. Yes, I'm a teen mom. Yes, I made mistakes. You probably have to. But I learned from my mistakes. I learned from being irresponsible, and I'm doing better now. Don't let it affect you. Learn from it and do better. Do better for that baby. Do better for yourself. And before I finish this podcast today, I would like to leave with a verse. For those of you that believe like I believe, and I wish I would have believed like I believe now back then. I'm pretty sure that would have helped me out a lot. But if you don't believe as well, I respect that. Everybody has their own beliefs and their own way of thinking. But before I finish, I want to leave with a verse that says, children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. And this is from Psalms 127:3. It's hard to be a mom, especially a teen mom, but you can do it. Don't take away the opportunity of that baby to become, someone in life. Don't take it away just because you're afraid of what's going to happen, because you're afraid of how your life is going to change. Give that baby the chance to be somebody in life. Don't take away that chance from them. It wasn't their decision whether or not they were going to be inside you. You made that choice yourself. And I understand it's your body, it's your decision, but it's not easy, but you can do it. Don't regret other things you don't need to regret. And like I said, it's your choice. I respect it. But if I can do it, if I did it, you can do it as well. Well, this is everything I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in to the multi-podcast. My name is Kenya, and it's been a pleasure to be able to share this with you guys today. God bless you all.